Okay, hello and welcome to this Adobe GFX tutorial. This is a follow-on from the desk effect, a sort of thing. You're basically in this tutorial be finding out how to create a pencil. But if you haven't followed the desk effect tutorial, don't worry, it's a tutorial in its own way. It just looks good on the desk effect, which there's another tutorial on if you want to check that out. So basically, if you've not made the desk effect, just create a blank layer, or if you've done the desk effect tutorial, load that up. Okay then. Now select this tool here, your rectangular tool, and you want to get a goldy yellowy colour, because this is going to be your wooden base for your pencil. So we're going to go for the traditional yellow. Create a new layer, and let's draw out your shape here. Now then, your pencil shape, so this is just your wooden base, so that'll do for me. Now select your bucket tool and fill it in. Deselect that, and then let's go over here, right click and blending options. Now we're going to have it on gradient overlay. Blend mode we're going to have on color burn. So no, I don't think we're going to have color burn actually. We're going to have hard light. And now then, for your opacity we're going to have 100%. We're going to click reverse here, and we want to have reflected. And for your angle we want to have it on, I say -90, and then for your scale you want to have it on 90, so it should look a bit like that. Hit OK. Now let's create a new layer, and we want to have a creamy, sort of a creamy grey colour. If you have a look on the end of a pencil, if you have one near you, it's sort of a creamy browny sort of thing. So basically we're going to be creating a bit like that. That'll do for me. So I'm going to press OK. Now zoom in onto the end of your pencil. This is going to be your tip of your pencil if you've not really grasped that. Select your pen tool, and let's just do a dot at the end of your pencil base, and another one up there. Remember to keep a straight line, and let's do a line there, just drag it over. Now make sure when you're doing this, let's just press enter, make sure before you do that you have your box here selected, your shape layers, because if you click one next to it which is paths, you won't get the fill which I've got there, it will just do the lines. Whereas if you have shape layer selected, it'll fill it in. Now what you do is right click and blending options, just drag it over there, shall we. Now we want to select inner shadow, and we really want to have it on colour burn as it is here. Now then, you want to have your opacity on 100%, your angle on 45, distance you want to have, I'd say 10 I use, and then choke you want on 0 and size on 5. Now you want to have gradient overlay, you want to have this, the blend mode you want to have on overlay. Opacity you really want to have it on around 50. Now what you want your gradient to be, you want it to be the black and white one, a bit like that. Angle you want to be 7, scale 90. Now I'm not too happy with that outcome, as you can see there, so just have a play around with it until you're happy. Let me zoom out so you can see it fully. Actual pixels. See, I'm not too happy with that, so what I'm going to do is, it'll be that there, so all I'm going to do is click here, copy my colour code, Control and C, open it up again, and I'm going to do it here and copy it into there, and then that'll do. I'm going to just play around with my settings. So remember that these settings I'm giving you aren't specific, play around with them until you like it. You don't need to copy these exactly, these are just a rough guideline, so if you're not happy with an outcome you can mess around with it a little bit, such as I'm doing here. Now then, I'm getting there now. Size. Let's have a bit of a look here. Let's try hard light, shall we? yeah, I'm happy with that. So as I said, just have a quick check on your settings and just have a mess around with it. Now, well, I'm happy with that outcome. So what we want to do now is, once again, create a new layer. This time you want to change your colour. You want a grey, silvery sort of colour this time round, because all we're going to be creating this time is the metal holder for your rubber at the end of your pencil. So once again, click your pen tool, and once again make sure you have this option here selected, not that one there. So let's just do a dot here and another one here. Now you don't want this bit to be too big, 'cause it's just your metal holder for your rubber, it's not your actual rubber just yet. Now then, let's try and shape it up. Have it there, and then it should do it for itself. Press enter. Now let's do your settings for it. Now then, you want your inner shadow, colour burn, we want it on around about 90%. Your angle you want on 45. Distance, you want to have this on around about, I don't know, let's have a bit of a go ourselves, shall we? We want to have it on around about 10. Do you know we won't? We'll have it on about 5, I say, so it looks a bit like that. Depending how big you've made your metal area, depends how big you want your distance and size. So I'm going to have my size on, 5, so it looks a bit like that. I'm going to have a gradient overlay now. And what I'm going to do for my overlay is I'm going to have it on this option here, it's your very bottom option. And now I'm going to have the opacity on 71. Now what you want is, because it's the end of your pencil, you want to have the gradient, you want to have your white area at that end and your darker silver area at that end for your lighting effects. So basically, if you haven't got that, just click this here, and then you'll get the colour option here. So what you want to do is select a whitey light colour, and same again, if you haven't got a grey option, click the one down there and edit your colour settings down there. So you should have something like that. Now for your angle, you want to have on, I currently have it on 7%. So I'm going to have a bit of a mess around. I think it doesn't really matter whether you have it on 7 or 0, but I'm going to have it on 0, just have a bit of a mess around. Like I said before, this is just a rough guideline, so do it how you want it. Now scale, just have a bit of a mess around. I'm going to have it on 146, just like that. And I'm quite happy with that, so I'm going to press OK. Now I'm going to create a new layer again, and a new colour this time. This time this is going to be your rubber, so you want it on a pinky ready sort of thing, a darkish one. I'm going to be happy with that. So just select one which you're happy with. Once again I'm going to zoom in, and once again I'm going to use my pen tool. This time you want it a bit bigger, because it's obviously going to be your pen tool, your rubber, so you're going to be erasing a bit of your rubber as well to make it look used, so we want to make it quite big. There we go. Press enter. Now right click, select that, blending options. Now we want to have a inner shadow. We want to have it on colour burn. You want to have it on 100. You have it on 45. Distance I'm going to have on 10. Size I'm going to have on 5. Gradient overlay again. This is up to you. I'm going to have it on soft light. My opacity I'm going to have it on 76. Now once again you want to have it white to grey, as I showed you last time, so make sure it's like that. And now I'm going to have it on this, I'm going to have it on around about, just try it out yourself. I'm going to have it on 0, and my scale I'm going to have on 65. Now I'm happy with that, so I'm going to press OK. That should be your rubber there. Now what you want to do is select your rubber, and then you're going to get a message here. Make sure your rubber's a circular one. I've gone for a 36 size one, so I can just quickly do it. I'll press it and you're going to have a message which asks you this. Just press OK. Now all you're going to do is rub out bits to make it look used. Don't want to rub out too much actually, so I'm going to reduce the size of my rubber. About 15. There we go. Just curve it round, just like that. And then zoom out, see if you like it. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that rubber, as you can see there. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to create another layer. This time we're going to have it on black. This is a really easy bit, it's not going to take 2 seconds. Zoom in, pen tool again, a line here, line there. It's going to be your lead. There you go, there's your lead. Done. Zoom out, zoom out again, and there's your pencil. There it is. Now what we're going to do now is, that's pretty much it done, so congratulations. However, if you want to add more, carry on watching. So this is how you're going to have more pencils. What you're going to do is, with your top layer still selected, hold on shift and select layer 4, and what we're going to do is drag them all down to this group icon here. We're going to put them into a group, call it pencil. There we go. Now this is your pencil base here. So what you got to do now is close that up again, and let's click duplicate group. Let's duplicate it and click pencil copy 1. Now your pencil 1, you want to select all these, but no, let's just select our group here and we can move it like that. So I'm going to move it down here, and then I'm going to go to edit, free transform, and I'm going to hold down shift and turn it around. I'm going to press enter. Then that's going to be one of your pencils there. And now what we're going to do on this one is we're going to select it up here. And this is your pencil. So let's go to your gradient overlay. Just have a bit of a mess around with it. And what we can do is go to colour overlay and change the colour of it to say red, and put it on. The opacity you can change, and you can, if you really want, we just have a little bit of a play around here. So if you put it on 2, let's have a look actually. If you keep it on normal and reduce your opacity, you can change the colour of your base here. So if you select red, it'll go to orange. If you select blue, it'll go to whatever. Just have a bit of a play around with that yourself. Now what we're going to do is close that group off again. We're going to move it to wherever we want it, and once again we're going to edit, free transform, hold down shift and just move it around. There we go. Apply. Let's just move it to here, shall we? So there you go, your 2 pencils. So that's basically it. Well done, you created your 2 pencils. If you follow the desk tutorial, then you've completed your desk with your coffee stains, your paper and your pencil. So well done. And if you've just done with pencil, then well done. So thanks for watching. Please watch our other videos if you want to find out more and learn a bit more. So thanks for watching, well done, and subscribe.